guys, you all welcome to another episode of our class. Now, today class, we are going to be talking about our strategy that we can use to trade, okay? That we can use to determine maybe if you're going to sell or maybe if you're going to buy, okay? So on our today's strategy, we are going to be talking about Trendline Strategy, okay? So I'm going to be teaching you guys the new school way of using your trend line, okay? Not the way we normally use our trend line is different from the way most traders do use their trend line or what they put it out there, okay? So on our trend line strategy is very simple and is 100%, or let me not say 100, let me say 90% was very profitable in the financial market, okay? So stay with me as we jump into the chart and explain more about this trend line strategy, okay? So before we continue, guys, don't forget from our structure of the market, guys, I told you guys our structure of the market, when the structure is in higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, then automatically we say what the market is in what uptrend, okay? So our trend line work with what with the trend, okay? So our trend line always work with the trend of the market, okay? If the market is bullish, we look for a buy whenever it comes down, okay? So while if the market is bearish, we look for what for a sell whenever the market would pull up, okay? So this is the broad trend of the market. This is an impulsive phase, okay? This is a correction. This is another impulsive phase. This is another correction. So it's from this correction you take a buy from. Another impulsive phase, look at another correction. So you buy from a lower price, take your profit at a higher price, allow the market to come down, right? Buy at a lower price, then you allow the market to move up, okay? So that is basically about the structure of the market, brother. So but our trend line work with the structure of the market, okay? So how do we use our trend line? Number one principle of using our trend line is that you will connect two peak or two trough together, okay? Like for example, now whenever the market is in uptrend, like for this example I show you guys now, where are you going to connect? Let's assume, let me try to erase some parts, okay? So let's assume this is the part that the market just formed, okay? This is where it's formed, okay? So if I'm to connect my trend line, how am I going to do? This is my trend line, guys. Let me show you guys trend line. This is trend line. So if I'm to connect my trend line, I'll connect these two peaks together, right, from here to here. As you can see, this is the first aspect of our trend line strategy, okay? So you always connect what point A and point B together, which is the recent low that it formed, okay? So the point A and point B, okay, you connect them together. Okay, let us know this is the low that they form. Okay, so you connect these 2 points together. Okay, these are point A, okay, and also these are point B. Now, what do we do in our trend line strategy? You wait for a pullback, okay, to touch the point C. The point C is where we jump in the trade, okay, entry price there. After looking for a confirmation of a candlestick in which I taught you guys on candlestick pattern. So any confirmation, any reversal bullish confirmation candlestick, there we took our buy, enter there. Then your stop loss will always be below your trend line, okay? So you took the buy from there. Then probably you can take profit, secure some profit, and the rest until when you hit your major target, okay? So another rules again on this our trend line strategy. The third touch of your trend line strategy is always the highest probability, okay? So you can always take the third touch and the fourth touch, okay? So but whenever it's more than 4 times, don't take it. It always turns to a liquidity, in which we are going to talk more on our mastery class, okay? In which most of our students, they know how to make use of it, and also how to make use of liquidity on their own advantage part, on how to use it to take trade also, and also how to implement it whenever they are trading, okay? So that is why our strategy is kind of different, because any opportunity we see in the market, my students, they know how to make use of them. So, okay, so this is where you will jump in the market. Then if the market keep on going up, okay, so you may probably can wait for the fourth touch again if it hold. But the fourth touch is not the highest probability. Your highest probability of always taking a trade is the third touch of the trend line. Okay, so that, and also that is the psychology of the third touch of the market, of the trend line. Okay, after your point A or point B, always wait for the point C. Okay, so the same thing applicable to our downtrend market. If the market is in downtrend, coming a lower low, a lower high. Okay, for example, this is a downtrend market. For example, the market is coming down. If you have to connect your trend line, what are you going to do? You connect the point A, these are point A, right? So to the point B, this is point B here. Okay, so what are we going to wait for in the market? We literally wait for the point C to form. Okay, so we wait for the market to come back. Okay, maybe a corrective manner. See, you can as you can see, maybe looking for a bearish the basket candlestick confirmation here. Then we take out our selling opportunity from there. Okay, so that is how to make use of our trend line strategy. Okay, so that is the normal way of making use of our trend line. Okay, so the other way of making use of our trend line. Okay, let's look at example of this on our chart before I give you guys the second way of making use of our trend line. Okay, so bear with me, guys. Let's jump into the chart and look for example of our trend line strategy. So I'm going to show you guys some trade that we have took based on the trend line strategy, so you can see this trend line strategy is really working, guys. Okay, so look at example here. One of the example that we have. Okay, as you can see here, the market is literally in downtrend. Okay, so when the market is in downtrend, look at it here, forming a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, right, a lower high. Now these are our point A and point B. Look at it here. This is the point that we form. This is the point A, okay, and also this is the point B. What I told you guys, always wait for the point C. Look at it, the market have not touched our trend line, Look at the next time that the market touched our trend line, this was it here. Okay, so the market literally to touch our trend line. Then what kind of candlestick pattern do you see here? This is a bearish, this is an engulfing bearish engulfing candlestick. Okay, so you can literally jump in the market with your stop loss above it and enjoy the trend. Then literally look at the way the market dump from there, okay, which is going to give you a huge amount of money. Literally capitalize from this trade. 2019, we make a huge amount of money from the market. Okay, so another way that you can also make use of your trend line. Let's look at more examples before I'll show you guys that. Okay, okay, let's take this. I think this is a good trend line. Let's let me try to connect the trend line. So these are point A, right? These are point B. Okay. Now we have connected the point A and point B together. What I told you guys, extend it. Okay. So literally, I'm just trying to backtest with you guys. So normally, if I'm to take a trade, I'll just this part should have not happened that time. Okay. So look at it. When the market came back to our point C, look at it over here, guys. Look at our point C. Look at what happened. What the market gives to us, give us a kind of a doji pattern here. Okay, apart from the doji, look at it. Look at a bullish hammer here. Then literally look at what happened from there. The market will keep on going up. Okay, so look at another example here. Okay, look at here. The market is kind of coming down. Okay, so if I'm to connect my trend line from here now, I can literally say, okay, this is my trend line. This is my first touch. This is my second touch. Abby. So this is my second touch. Then look at the third touch of the trend line. This kind of a small inducement here. Okay, so there's what's called inducement, which we'll be talking about master class also. So, but majorly the third touch of the trend line still hold. Okay, in which the market literally came down. Okay, so more example. Let me show you guys more example before we proceed. Okay, so more example. Let me try to. Okay, look at another incredible example that we have here, guys. So looking at here, guys, this point A, okay, so and also this a point B. Then look at our point C here. What literally happened in our point C? Look at it here. When the market came to our point C, okay, look at it. This is a bullish hammer here. Look at the bullish hammer. Then what happened from this? Then the market has literally been going up. Okay. So another example that we also have on the hammer. Let me look for more example to give to you guys. Let me look for more example. Okay, look at here, guys. This point A, this point B, then look at the point C here. When the market touch our point C, is a very strong strategy. So you can backtest it, guys. Okay, look at the point C. Look at it. When the market touch it, look at what happened here. Market came up from a double top. Okay, from there, what happened? Market keep on coming down. Okay, so that is for that on the normal way of using your trend line strategy. I guess you understand. If you don't understand, just comment on just comment below, ask your question. I'm going to reply to them. So I'm going to be shooting more content on this. Okay, so another way to make use of your trend line is known as break and retest. Okay, break and retest. Whenever you have a trend line, okay, that is no more valid, let us assume the trend of the market is kind of going up, okay, kind of literally going up, okay, and you already make use of your first touch and second touch, So let us you are making use of your first touch, second touch, make use of them, first touch, second touch. Okay, so let us assume the market direction change. Okay, so you see a change in the market direction. The next time the market came down, okay, so let us you have already take another buy here, which is the third touch of the trend line. Normal, you have taken a profit, and see the market kind of playing around, and then it break the trend line. So when it break the trend line, you see that okay, we already changed direction of the trend. You see the trend has already changed here because the market was in uptrend forming a high, a high, low, a high, high, a high, low, a high, high, right? A high, low, right? So for the trend to hold, it should have been going up again. But from here, the market changed. Okay, it break this low, came down, break this low. Okay, so when it break the low, it shows that okay, the trend of the market has already changed. So what are we going to be expecting? So maybe you can expect any retest of this trend line. So you can keep on extending your trend line to see if it retested it, then you can wait for any kind of a bearish reversal candlestick, then take the sell, continue coming down. Okay, so this is a typical way of using a break and retest. Okay, so you look as you can see, guys, this is a break of the trend line. Okay, so this is a change in momentum. Okay, so it already changed the structure. It came back to retest the trend line. Then the market keep on coming down. Okay, so as you can see, if I still connect my trend line again, I can literally take another sell here. Look at it here. First touch, second touch, right? Third touch of the trend line. Market keep on coming down. So let's look for example on that, on how to make use of it. I think we took a trade based on that. Let me try to backtest with you guys and see. You can still see the trade that we took on break and retest. Okay, I think this is it here. It happened I think it was last month that this trade happened. Yeah, it happened April. Okay, look at this trade, guys, gentlemen. Look at this trade. What happened on this trade? This trade was on a buy. We connect our trend line. This is the first touch, the second touch of the trend line, then the third touch of the trend line. We took a buy from here, in which the market literally give us some significant amount of money before it break this trend line. So when it break the trend line, guys, look at it here. When it break the trend line, what happened from it? When it first break it, what happened here? The market came back to retest. Okay, in which we took our first sell from here. The market came back to retest. Look at it. When it retests, it's kind of about a doji pattern. The market retest, then jump in the sell there. Then the market came down. Okay, so when the market was coming down, there's what we call an impulsive and corrective phase. Look at it. The market was kind of coming down in the corrective manner. I know that okay, we must surely have another impulsive wave in the market. So in which we talk more in our mastery class. Okay, so when the market came up in another impulsive way, then I know that well, yes, this is the real thing. This is where I need to make use of my major trend line break and retest. Look at it. Then they came back. What happened here? They retest this trend line. Okay, so when they retest this our trend line, okay, let me delete this. When they retest this our trend line, what can you see here, guys? What can you see, gentlemen? We see a kind of a doji, a bearish doji, which signifies a reversal in trend. That is where we jump in again. We took another selling opportunity from there, put our stop loss above this level, and we literally enjoy the trend. It give us more than thousands of people on this trade. Okay, so look at it. From there, the market keep on coming down. Okay, so that is for that on how to make use of trend line break and retest. Then another place that we scaling in the sell is here. I make use of my normal trend line strategy. The normal trend line strategy, okay, by connecting two peaks together, point one, point A, point B, right? This is the point B. Then I keep on connecting it down, point A, point B. Then when the market came up, the trace up, what happened? They retested the point C, and which was the market keep on coming down. And they released Pounds released some fundamental news, which occur. I think that was on 22nd of April. You can backtest it on your Forex Factory. You see it. So when they released the news, it was in our favor, in which we banked a lot of profit from this trade. Okay, so the market literally keep on coming down. Okay, so look at another trade that we took. I think this was last week. We took a sell from here on GBP. This point A, this point B, then this is a point C here. This is a point C. Okay, when we tested the point C, what happened here? When we tested the point C, we are seeing kind of an inverse hammer. okay, and if that's what hammer, which is signify a bearish reversal, then we jump in the trade, make a lot of pips from here also. I think more than 100 of pips from this trade alone. So before the market literally will reverse. Okay. So guys, that is how to make use of your trend line strategy. If you like this strategy, smash the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and wait for another incredible video on our strategy that we do use to make a lot of pips from the market, guys. Okay. See you guys in the other class. Thank you very much.